What is happening, you beautiful people? Welcome to day 7 of the 30-day reseller group challenge. Today we have not sold the most amount in value, but we have still sold 21 or 22 items, I think, today. So the quantity's there, but the reason for the low value is that we have sold a lot of stuff that is old and crap that we do not want anymore. So it's a very exciting day. I'll show you through, and remember, big labels, white labels, they're all old stock that I don't want anymore. And I think there's actually like 12 or so that have gone out, so I'm super happy. So first up, I'm just going to show you these. These are 2 separate orders, but we've got the DeWalt hats. They're trickling out. They're not doing anything special, but we're probably just about to break even on these, and we've still got about another 80 odd to go. So eventually they will make me a decent amount of money. I'm hoping that in the next couple of months they all fly out, and because I don't want to have these over the summer. But happy days. Next up, we have a Lucy and Yak fleece. I know that this one was going to sell really well because I bought Tasha one. I bought it from a charity shop and it cost me 20 quid, I think, for her. I picked this up for 7 or 8 on Vinted, and it sold for 28 back on Vinted. Lucy and Yak's a great brand. You're looking for the big dungarees. Sizes, if you can get the bigger sizes. The more colourful the pattern, the more crazy the pattern. And a little bit of a bolo for you. They've done some stuff with breast cancer, and then some viola. What do you call it? Viola? What's it? Vulva. And they do some vulva pattern dungarees, trousers, and they also do some breast pattern trousers. And those ones do really, really well. So be on the lookout for those. But you want colourful ones with sunflowers on, all that sort of stuff. Patterns, colours, bright. Next up, I think we've spoken about this as well in the last week. These are Hobbs Moon dresses. This one sold for £35 on eBay. Again, you're looking for the quirky patterns, quirky colours. This one looks like a herringbone pattern, and I really like herringbone patterns. I think they do really, really well. So next up, we have another North Face. This is a gilet. This one's very bright and colourful, luminous orange. It's an 800 down gilet. I paid £12 on Vinted for this, and it is sold for 48, was it?
£48.39.
£48.
39p.
39p.
But it's got marks.
But it does have some marks on it, so that'll be why. But yeah, still really good price. Next up, we have a Barber jacket. This is like a quilted. It's got the patches here. It's sold for £37 on eBay. It's more of like it looks more like a liner than it does a coat. Again, with Barber, you're looking for the wax stuff, and they do a lot of collaborations with Liberty, and Tokito is one of the main ones, but you want the farmer stroke shooting country wear sort of thing. And this looks a bit more like a liner, but I guess you could wear it as a style piece. It's still a nice coat, but it's all for 37. So next up, a little bit of a bolo, if you don't know. M&S leather jackets, Next leather jackets, River Island leather jackets, just leather jackets in general from like the high street brands. They do all right. So I think we got, what, 35 for this one?
34.
We got 34. And it sold relatively quickly. Again, when you're picking up these sorts of things, you're looking at anywhere between like £5 and £8, and your money is golden. Style wise, you want more like the bikery style. This is not that, so this is why I've only got 34. Some leather jackets like this from M&S and stuff I've picked up for like, and I've sold for like 45 plus. So again, I think I said this at the start of the week, Oshka linen vest tops aren't particularly what you're looking for with Oshka. They sell well, but just not for a huge amount of money. This is sold for £25 on Vinted. So next up, we have some pretty plain, pretty basic toes trousers. They have sold for £30, and they've got a mark on the leg. So even the basic stuff does pretty well still, depending on your cost of goods, of course. These have been quick in and out. Next up, this is a linen silk greasers dress. We've spoken about greasers already in this week's videos. This will have come from the lady that I bought I bought all the items at £10 a piece from, and this is sold for £59.99. Greasers is fantastic. So next up, we have these Akai's. They have sold for £25. We've spoken about Akai quite a lot already this week. The reason we let these ones go a little bit cheaper is they're a little smaller in the size. So yeah, but they're coming in and out real quick. From this moment on, it is all big label stuff that we are clearing out. So just bear that in mind when you see some of the prices and some of the items. They might not be the best items in the world. I'll talk through what you do and don't want to buy from these, but in general, if I've had them for a long time, then yeah, they're not going to be the best items in the world. This is a Joni jumper with Abbey Road on it. They used to be a little bit more valuable than they currently are. Some of the Joni stuff with, I think there's a yellow one that says taxi or something on it. That one does really well. There are multiple different ones. Search Joni, search jumper, highest to lowest, and there's certain repeat patterns that do really, really well. How much does this one sell for?
30.
And this sold for £30, but it'd taken a decent amount of time. So this again used to be a brand that I used to pick up quite a lot, and it would sell for 30 to 35 quite regularly. It's Under Armour, and it's their collaboration with The Rock, and it's called Project Rock. Some of their stuff still does okay, but I feel like you have to have more specific stuff these days. So this is sold for 30 quid. It's taken a little bit of time, and I probably still would pick it up, but maybe at like £5 cost, not the £10 that I would normally pay at the moment. So Project Rock, Under Armour, good, but be careful. Next up, we have a M cardigan. I have no idea why this didn't sell for a little bit more than it has done. It sold for £27. M for me is a very iffy brand. There are some stuff that I do really well with, and then a lot of it is just terrible. So even the brand doesn't carry it a lot of the time. This is off to Jersey, so it's costing me an extra £4 in postage. I do free postage, so this is eating into my profits a little bit more than I would like it to. So when you're looking for M, just be careful, because a lot of it is not very good. Some of the dresses, more floral, they do hand painted dresses. Some of those will do triple figures very easily. Basic stuff like this, not so much. So next up we have an Oshka linen top. This is a little bit more like what you'd want. It's basically like a long sleeve version of the tank top. This is sold for $38.99, but again, $38.58, and we're on $6,700 at the moment. It has taken quite a long time to sell, but we've still got $38.99, and to be honest with you, that is a fantastic price considering we are now in autumn. So next up we have a Reese Cashmere Blend jumper. It is a size 6, which has definitely hampered the time to sell and the price. What did we get? 27?
£25.51.
£25.51. So not a great price, not a great size, and it took too long to sell. So next up we have this Bowden tweed, wool tweed blazer. It's got like a little check pattern on it. It's nothing special. It's not the moon, which is what you're looking for. This sold for £30 on eBay. This style, I love blazers from Bowden. They always do well. The tweed, the moon tweed's obviously better, but yeah, fantastic. Next up, we have a sea salt coat. This is the Plant Hunter 2. These do really, really well. In the winter, you're probably, like proper winter, you're probably looking at like 45 to 55 sort of range. This one isn't in the best, most fantastic condition, so we sold this one for £35. So just looking at the listing of this one has some pretty major sun damage, sun fading, so that's why we would have sold it so cheap. Next up, again with the poetry, doesn't sell for the most incredible amount of money. This is sold for £29.50. And to be honest with you, this hasn't done what it normally does for me, which is sell quickly, as you can see. Not quite sure. I think it's quite nice. Maybe I just got this one wrong, but yeah, still £29.50. So one thing I do love about poetry as well is the cost of goods is always super cheap. I don't tend to normally pick up poetry for less than £8. So yeah, I just know I won't have spent that much on it. Woolovers Ferrall jumper, sold for £20. It's exactly the style that you want in a lot of the sea salt and woolovers, toast, all this sort of stuff. I think we've been over it this week already, but the brand just isn't enough there for it, but it's sold for £20. Next up we have this Ralph Lauren purple big pony. I am tired of this brand when it comes to this sort of crap. It's just boring, it's generic, it's awful. I paid £8 in a charity shop for this. We sold it for 10, and I've stored it for about 6 months, so go me. Next up we have this USS Polo luxury knitwear jumper. I got this in a massive bundle of stuff that I bought. It is not a brand that I would pick up, and it is just the dregs of society. So I wouldn't pick it up. It just came in a massive bundle, and I thought I'd try and get some value out of it. This sold for £15. Don't ever pick it up. Ever, ever, ever. So that's 21 orders out of the way, and again, the value wasn't there. But as you could see from the second half of that video, there was a lot of crap I didn't want anymore, and it's all gone, which is fantastic news. I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody who's been watching the channel, liking it and sending me private messages saying how much it's good to have me back doing some recordings. So thank you to you guys. And if you haven't already, like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think about the sales for today.